And here we go, fourth quarter here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Mount Tabor High School hosting Davie County High School, 48-40 in favor of Mount Tabor with 7:54 on the clock. I am Marcus Shockley of Netcast Sports, and joining me is James Blackburn, helping with the analysis. Nate Long outside with the ball, working against Caleb Martin. And that's going to kick the ball out to LaPriest Lynch, the 6'4 senior. Lynch inside to Deion Robinson, out to Nate Long. He's working against Martin. Back to Bidding. Bidding stops and good. 10-point lead for Mount Tabor.
Now Tabor's back to their man-to-man defense. Marcus, look for a trap and a run and jump maybe off of this at some point as well.
Steal in the open court by LaPriest Lynch. Behind his back, no good, but then Long finish. A lot of control by Nate Long right there to finish that shot.
Well, Tabor's been in the right position at the right time, 2 times in a row.
That's a walk by Davie County. Yeah, Nate Long is a 6'5" senior. A lot of activity on the floor for him tonight. So,
and that's what makes Nate Long great. Is he provides that energy. He's really good in the open court. He can finish above the rim. He struggles tonight to shoot the ball from the outside, but when he gets on, he can hit the perimeter 3 as well. He's been recruited by several NAIA Division II programs and junior college programs. He would be a good get for any of those.
That's right, and I'm sure he will get one of those colleges. A lot of colleges have been showing interest. So.
There are several college coaches in the building tonight, Marcus, the ones that were able to secure a seat.
Yeah, that's right. I do see 2 or 3 colleges sitting over behind the scorer's table. From here, I think I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colleges that I recognize. Actually, 6 and 7 colleges right there. That's just the colleges that I know. That's just the coaches that I know that are here sitting over there that I can see. There are probably others in the building. Packed house, media in the building, 52-40 in favor of Mount Tabor. 1 loss on the season, Mount Tabor. 3 losses on the season for Davie County. LaPriest Lynch inbounds the ball to Matthew Madigan.
And now Davie's bringing, they're extending their press out for 1-3-1 out of the timeout, which has given Tabor some trouble, but not
Bidding inside to Nate Long.
Tremendous pass again for Bidding. That's the second time he's done that tonight, Marcus. And Nate Long has received 2 dunks because of it.
Huge dunk by Nate Long, and he is amped. But now, Austin Hatfield inside, up and scoring, no good.
Largest lead of the night for either team here, Marcus.
14-point lead by Mount Tabor.
And Nate Long is tight. He's been at 5 points for less than 20 seconds. And we are both, the Tabor student section right now is going crazy as they extend their lead out to 17.
We were just talking about Nate Long, and he comes back with 5 quick points, a 3 and a dunk.
It's making us look like prophets, Marcus.
Well, you know, we do have the advantage that we've seen these guys for a while. We've known Nate. Nate even worked with us over the summer with doing some of our videos, you know, working on some on-court stuff. So, you know, we have the advantage of having seen all these guys for a couple of years now. So, still nice to see Nate Long having I wouldn't say this is a breakout game. This has been a breakout year for Nate Long.
No, I mean, he's been averaging double digits this year, and he's really played well. He played well in the MLK event, and he's dropping about 12 a game. All the starters for Tabor dropped in the double digits each game, and they're heavily relied upon.
So Davie with some trouble here, down 57-41 with 5:54 to play. They're going to have to press and trap to try to get back into this game. Still a lot of time though. They've got time and they've got the ability to score. Lynch up and good.
And I like what Tabor did there. They used some clock, and then Nate Long or LaPriest Lynch slashed and got to the rim, and they're causing havoc still on the defensive end.
Yeah, we were talking about Lynch and Bidding. Both of those guys came to the Basketball Elite Southeast Summer Showcase last year, had a great showing. Both of them made the All-Star game. And this year's showcase is going to be June 2nd, so we expect to have just as many, if not as more talent than before. June 2nd, basketballelite.com Southeast Summer Showcase. But right now, the Martin twins are going to try to work something, maybe play off of each other, inbounding to Caleb Martin. He slaps the ball. He's directing his brother Cody. They're working on something. He goes left, inside, up, and he's going to be fouled and go to the line.
And if you're Muse, I wouldn't really mind that, because right now, Davie High School hasn't been able to receive any breathing room at all on the offensive side of the floor, and that's only the third team foul for Davie. So once again, like I mentioned in the first half, the referees are letting them play this game, Marcus. Excellent crew tonight in the building. Very well battle-tested crew for the referees.
Well, one of the things about the Martin twins is they like to slash. They like to slash left and then go right. Right there, he just stayed to the left, and it looked like Tabor tried to cut him off, but he still goes to the free throw line, and he capitalizes 59-43 in favor of Tabor as Martin is able to cut into the lead just a little bit.
And Tabor's going to have to cause some turnovers here with this press they're using. So far, Tabor has handled it very nicely, and here again, they get another easy one inside.
There's not enough pressure by Davie County right there. They've really got to close out on those shooters and put some pressure on them. Martin outside, big shot, no good. Deion Robinson with the rebound, and right now, Davie looks at a little loss. We'll see what they can pull together.
And that's where the opposite guy has got to come underneath and take away that easy pass.
Nate Long outside right now. Tabor just got to stay under control while Davie's got to pick up the pressure, and deep inside shot again, and that's going to be a walk.
But even still, Davie right now is jumping to everything. The guys stay on their ground. That's the third time we've seen in the last couple of possessions. They just jumped out of the way, and it's allowed Tabor to get wide open looks.
Yeah.
It looks like Tabor's going to back off their pressure a little bit here and make them shoot outside.
Davie down by 18. They've got to get something going, and they're going to start looking for their shots. And
that was a force
unlucky shot there by Martin.
That was a force there, Marcus. I think they're getting a little frustrated on the offensive end. You see a cheap foul there, and that's what you do not want to see is contested shots even at this stage of the game. You like to get on the line and score without the clock running.
Well, you know, they're seeing the same thing we're seeing. They're seeing just over 4 minutes on the clock, and they're down by 18, and they know we've got to get some buckets.
And you know, this is when having 5 seniors on the floor like Tabor is right now, that's when it pays dividends, because they don't turn the ball over. They've seen this before, and having a point guard like Madigan especially.
Inside to Robinson, up and off the
Davie could really use a timeout here, depending on how many they have.
Deion Robinson he might as well have the nickname as Mr. Stability, because he does those kind of things all the time. Big outside shot there by Martin, and timeout by Davie. They needed that bucket in a big way, and that's going to cut the lead 63-46 with 3:38 to play. Going to have to maybe can they really foul their way back in the game right now, or should they? What do you think with 3:38 to go?
Well, you really need to get it a little closer, but I wouldn't mind using a few fouls on the perimeter because they only have 14 fouls right now. You do not want to get to the end of the game and have to use some more clock to get to 7. So the way the referees are letting them play, I look for Davie right now to come out with some full court pressure, maybe a full court diamond press instead of the half court pressure. So look for Tabor's coach right now and probably telling them that, and see if Davie can cause a couple of turnovers and get this thing back into single digits.
Yeah, excellent insight right there from our analyst James Blackburn, filling in for Coach Short.
I've learned well, Marcus, from Coach Short. He's a great mentor.
Yeah, we want to shout out to Coach Short. It was unfortunate we couldn't work that he would be here tonight. He was planning on coming and being at the game, so we had to get our second string in, James Blackburn.
I'm trying to take his job, Marcus. I'm telling him don't show up.
We are wondering how Coach Short actually didn't show up here, but there's a long full court pass to Mr. Stability off the glass. And Nate Long, breakout player of the year, Nate Long.
And Davie did come out of the full court press, but that's what you can't allow happen is the football pass over the top. You do not want to allow easy buckets. You have to keep your man in front of you.
And unfortunately, a couple of Davie fans have headed for the exits, but most of the people are still here, packed house. They're not going anywhere. They support this team. They are fans to the end.
I'm surprised they're not leaving early, Marcus, to avoid the traffic, because you know there's going to be a traffic jam out there.
I don't live too far from this school. I may have to just walk home and come back and get my car later. That's how long this wait is going to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't hear me in the last minute, I've left as well to get my car out, so I don't have to wait in traffic.
Sorry, we're losing our video a little bit here. Is your cable in there? Okay, we're good.
We're having some video trouble here, folks, with some people walking in front of the camera. We apologize. Some Davie fans that I guess aren't real happy right now, Marcus, with their team.
You can't really blame them. 67-48 with 2:16 to play.
And Tabor is not letting up. They continue to score in the painted area.
Nice score there by Martin.
It might be a little bit too late here for Davie.
And a foul out of the top of the key by Cody Martin.
And this is
1:55 to play.
This is an issue that they brought up before. With no shot clock in high school basketball right now at this stage, if you're Davie, you don't really have a lot of choices because Tabor can run off another 20, 30 seconds here. We got some jawing here between Taekwondo Benning and Morton. Looks like they're going to team both players up, Marcus.
And we've got a lot of security here for this event, not just for the players on the floor, but for the players and for the guys in the stands, and they are getting in action right now. So
both student sections are going absolutely crazy right now. They want him to be ejected, but I don't see any warrant to eject either player. They're just in the heat of the moment right now.
Yeah, that's what happens. I think sometimes people make a bigger deal out of that, but that's the kind of thing that happens on every playground in the country, every single day, all over the world, really. And you know what? That's just because they want to win. You can't blame them. When I was a young man out on the playground playing in games, I did the same thing. You did the same thing. It means you want to win. So.
And I'm glad this isn't the NBA, Marcus, because both of those players will probably already both have a $5,000 fine given to them by Stern.
Yeah, it's a good thing David Stern isn't here. So there's a timeout on the floor by Davie County.
And that comes back to how well this veteran referee crew is, Marcus. Maybe a couple of younger refs might have given 2 technical fouls each, but they knew they were in the heat of the moment. They gave a technical to each team and will continue to play ball here as we have under 2 minutes left.
Yeah, it's one of those things where down by 17, a minute 55 to go. Let's just try to wrap this game up, and no harm, no foul. I mean, I know we kind of some jawing on the floor, but that's just part of sports.
I wish we could have these players mic'd up, Marcus, so we could hear them first on the floor.
We might not be able to do that.
We might have to throw in some editing in later if we get that on a delay.
Well, I'm glad we didn't see I'm glad we didn't see it escalate beyond that what we saw on the floor. But like I said,
it gives credits to their teammates for jumping in and pulling them away.
It's a tough loss for Davie. It really is. So you can't blame them. So Martin guarding Robinson on the inbound, back in the backcourt to Madigan. Taylor Hatfield is going to face guard him all the way up the floor. Madigan working against him. Madigan has really good size and quickness for a point guard. And he's really more of a combo guard, but his quickness is exceptional. Yeah, and Brown is getting a very solid, high basketball IQ guard in Matthew Madigan. Now Robinson outside kicks it over to Nate Long, and they're basically trying to play keep away while Davie's trying to guard without fouling.
And look for Davie to come out here, Marcus, with only 5 team fouls, and start taking some gambles, because they're going to have to get some bonus down 17 if they hope to extend this game.
A minute 28 to go. Mount Tabor with a 17-point lead, and Tabor is just looking to bleed the clock. As you said, North Carolina is one of less than 20 schools that actually, or 20 states that actually have a shot clock.
And it looks like Coach Asper for Davie is not electing to foul, as the lead is 17. He's probably just electing to play the game out. Make that nice.
Statement dunk there by Taekwon Bidding, saying, I am still upset about that jawing, and I'm going to make you know about it when I get my chance. And now Martin is going to do the same thing, and he's fouling away to the hoop.
Taekwon used those few seconds of rest, Marcus, to get some energy in those legs, and he came back in a big way there.
Any colleges out there watching Taekwon, he's 6'8". He's a 6'8" pure center, got that leg still wide open in his recruitment.
And I know a few D1s have already offered Taekwon to be a solid get for a low major program.
He's a great kid, and I mean, a lot of people like to say that about players, but Taekwon comes from a good family, and he's a good kid, and he's a great guy. We really like him as a person and as a player. LaPriest Lynch outside, he's going to hold the ball inside to Taekwon, and he's going to go against Martin again.
And tremendous poise shown by Tabor this fourth quarter. I don't believe they've had a turnover in the entire quarter, Marcus.
This is really the Tabor that Coach Muse is hoping is going to be in the playoffs to make that run at the state title. 33.9 seconds left on the clock.
And right now, Martin's coming back in a big way with back-to-back three-point plays, which he missed the free throw, but it's just a little too late right now.
One thing I really like, James, here is we're seeing both teams play all out right to the final whistle, regardless of score. 24.8 seconds left on the clock.
And look for, that's the 17th foul. Look for, if Davie doesn't score on this last possession, look for him to just play the game out with no fouls, I would guess, is he's putting a few of his substitutions in, a few of his bench players are coming in at this point.
And folks, as the game is winding down, I want to remind you once again to come back on Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we're going to have another massive game. Greensboro Day, undefeated, 29-0, coming to Wesleyan. Wesleyan, I believe, is 16-5, but they are loaded with Division I talent. Offers on the Wesleyan team from Indiana, North Carolina, Duke, you name it. And Greensboro Day has Christian Hairston, a Furman commit, several other big-time prospects, Reggie Dillard, who's going to Presbyterian, Reed Lucas. Huge game. It's going to be at Wesleyan next Tuesday, 7 o'clock, netcastsports.com. Hope you'll join us. It's going to be just a fantastic game and one of our favorite places to broadcast. But let's wrap up this game. 20 seconds left to go. Matthew Madigan inside off the glass.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that game Tuesday, Marcus. I'm going to be downgraded from my decision here at play-by-play to Brantley Short to take back over. But I'm really looking forward to it, as this game, it looks like it's going to come to an end. Tremendous win for Mount Tabor High School.
That is the game. 73-55 in favor of Mount Tabor here at Mount Tabor. We're going to cut away for just a couple of minutes, maybe a minute, not even a minute. We're going to come back with a little post-game wrap-up, and then that'll do it for us. So just stick around, and we're going to cut away for just a second.